How ruthless can Shakira and Karol G get after a heartbreak? Let's find out as we dive into the lyrics of their song TQG and learn some Spanish, including pronunciation tips that will have you sounding just like a native. Un vacío se llena means an emptiness gets filled. In daily conversations, you might use this expression. For example, if someone is feeling sad or lonely, and you use this phrase to comfort them and suggest that the figurative void that they are feeling will eventually be filled with something else. In the song, Karol G is referring to a girl who told her ex that a void could be filled with her, the other woman. La que te dijo que un vacío se llena con otra persona. However, Karol G is saying that this is a lie. The void that she used to feel cannot be filled by anyone else. It starts to get exciting. Es como tapar una herida con maquillaje, no se ve pero se siente. Tapar is a verb that can mean to cover or to plug up. For example, if you're outside and it starts to rain, you might say, me voy a tapar, to say that you will cover yourself up to avoid getting wet. In this part of the lyrics, she is saying that even if you cover an ugly bruise with makeup, tapar una herida con maquillaje, you might not see it, but you will feel it. She is clearly talking about how her ex pretends to be fine and covers it all up, but deep down feels the pain. Te fuiste diciendo que me superaste y te conseguiste nueva novia. Me superaste means, in this context, you got over me. But it literally means you surpassed me. The phrase is made up of the words me, which is a pronoun that means me, and superaste, which is the past tense of the verb superar, meaning to surpass. This expression comes in very handy when talking about romance and relationships, because in Spanish, we use it to describe that amazing moment when you finally get over your ex or that person who drove you crazy. Superaste a tu ex. You got over your ex. In this clip, Karol G sings about how he left claiming that he had gotten over her. Te fuiste diciendo que me superaste. And te conseguiste nueva novia. You got yourself a new girlfriend. Conseguiste is the preterite U conjugation of the verb conseguir. You may have seen the word conseguir before. In this context, conseguir means to get or obtain. Karol G is saying that her ex got himself a new girlfriend. However, conseguir can also mean to manage or be able to do something, so be very mindful of context. If you watched our recent video on Bad Bunny's song Ojitos Lindos, you will know that in urban language and songs, it's very common to drop the S at the end of words like estas, todas, las, and historias, and add an apostrophe in its place. Now that we know about the S at the end of the words being omitted in urban language, we know that está viendo toda la historia is actually a colloquial way of saying me estás viendo todas las historias. You're watching all my stories. Estás is the second person singular present tense of the verb estar, which means to be. Viendo is the present participle of the verb ver, which means to see or to watch. Todas means all, and historias means stories. So she is saying that what her ex's new girlfriend doesn't know is that he is still watching all of Karol G's Instagram stories. Typical ex behavior. In this context, tragado means in love or head over heels. Estoy tragado. I am in love. Karol G is saying that her ex-boyfriend is apparently head over heels with his new girlfriend. However, tragado can also mean swallowed or to have swallowed. So be careful. And this is a tricky thing about learning a language, especially on your own. The meaning of words can change depending on the context. So if you were watching this video on YouTube and came across the word tragadito used this way for the first time, you would have to spend a lot of time and energy figuring out which definition is correct for this case. But when you're watching videos on FluentU, you can just click on a word and the interactive subtitles give you the definition of every word for that specific context. For example, if we click on sueño on this other Shakira music video, we see the correct definition for this particular setting. You also get example videos that show you how the word is used by natives.
Si te sueño más, ya no podré dormir, nunca jamás.
FluentU is an immersive platform that focuses on language learning the way it's actually spoken by natives. There are music videos, clips from TV shows, movies, and more. Plus, after each video, FluentU gives you personalized quizzes and speaking questions to reinforce everything you learn. You can try FluentU for free for 2 weeks using the link in the description below this video. Plus, FluentU is currently having a sale, so if you've never tried it, now it's a great time. Buscándome el lado is a slang expression that roughly translates to trying to find my good side or looking to get closer to me. Buscándome comes from the verb buscar, meaning to look for something. As you might have noticed, the word lado is pronounced lao. In urban music and colloquial language, it is quite common to drop a letter to alter the pronunciation. Lao is lado, which means side. The expression buscándome el lado can be used when someone is trying to get closer to you or trying to get on your good side. Karol G is recriminating her ex for doing this if he is well aware that she doesn't repeat mistakes. Por hombres no compito is a slang expression that roughly translates to I don't compete for men. Por means for and hombres means men. Therefore, por hombres is a specification where she implies that she doesn't compete over men. You could also use this expression in other conversations, such as no peleo por hombres. I don't fight for men. Por is a short word, but don't get fooled by its length. It's one of the words with most uses in Spanish. In this case, it means for, and it is exactly what the song is talking about. In this line, they are asking their exes to tell their new girls that they, Shakira and Karol G, don't compete or fight for men. Go Queens! Que deje de estar tirando means to stop messing around or stop sending hate. The expression que deje comes from the order that she gave before in the song. Dile a tu nueva bebé que deje de estar tirando. Tell your new baby that she should stop hating. Pirando comes from the verb tirar, which means to throw. However, on its own, it is also slang for throwing shade or sending hate. You would commonly hear something like, me está tirando con sus comentarios. She's throwing shade at me with her comments. That is what they are referring to in this line, asking their exes to tell their new girls to stop throwing shade, as, at least, Shakira and Karol G had their guys looking good while they were together. Al menos, yo te tenía bonito. Ouch! There are other slang terms like tirando that we will break down in our upcoming video of the telenovela Ugly Betty. Getting familiar with slang terms is really cool and will make your Spanish sound really fluent. So subscribe to our channel if you want to keep learning how to do it.
Verte con la nueva me dolió, pero ya estoy puesta pa' lo mío.
Remember we discussed omitting the end of a word and replacing it for an apostrophe to make emphasis on a more urban pronunciation? The word pa is actually the shortened version of para, which means for, to, or of. In this case, it means for. Puesta pa lo mío or puesta para lo mío is a slang expression that roughly translates to ready for my own thing. Puesta pa means ready for. You can use this very modern expression to say things like estoy puesta para el partido. I'm ready for the game. Shakira is acknowledging that even though seeing her ex with the new woman hurt, she is ready to do her own thing and be happy.
Lo que vivimos se me olvidó, y eso es lo que te tiene ofendido.
Lo que te tiene ofendido is actually es lo que te tiene ofendido, and this means it's what's got you offended. Tiene comes from the verb tener, meaning to have. It is paired with te, the pronoun. Shakira is pointing out the real reason why he is offended. Eso es lo que te tiene ofendido. According to her, it is the fact that she has already forgotten about what they lived together. If you ask me, Shakira is the queen of breakups.
Esta la vida me mejoró, por acá ya no eres bienvenido.
The expression la vida me mejoró means life has improved for me. The pronoun me indicates that the improvement is happening to the speaker, Shakira. In this clip, Shakira is saying that her life got better and that her ex is no longer welcome here.
Lo que tu novia me tiró, eso no da ni rabia, yo me río, yo me río.
Slang terms like tirar are great, but they might be challenging to remember. That's exactly why we've made you a free PDF of all the vocabulary and expressions we've learned today. Just click on the link in the description below this video to get it. Here, we can see that she uses tirando again. Remember how we discussed it means throwing shade? Here, Shakira is using it in a different conjugation, the past tense of the third person, ella. Ella me tiró. Like this, it means she threw shade at me. Shakira is saying that she noticed, but she's not even angry or upset. No da ni rabia. The expression no da ni rabia literally means it doesn't even give me anger or I'm not even upset. This expression is used to manifest the lack of interest, indifference, or apathy towards something or someone. Just like in this clip, where Shakira says she saw the shade that the other woman is throwing at her, and it's so pathetic, she doesn't even feel upset. She just laughs. Shakira has been ruthless since her divorce and has actually released another song, Tirándole, hate at her ex and revealing why they really broke up. Let's dive into the lyrics while we learn some more Spanish slang and useful vocab.